Hello, readers of Every Word, and welcome to Every Word 365. I'm your host, Christina Madsen, and today we're reading Isaiah 28 through 30. Those of you who know me well know that I am an eternal optimist. Even before my hope was in the Lord, I was always the type of person who would see the bright side of things. I say that to let you know that this email will seem completely out of character for me, but I always like to push the envelope when it comes to thinking critically about our readings. Yet I will bring disaster upon you, and there will be much weeping and sorrow. That is Isaiah 29, 2a. I typically like to focus on all the good that we read, God's mercy, God's forgiveness, God's never-ending love, and we should. But we would be doing ourselves a disservice if we ignored the counterpart of that discussion, which is a big part of Isaiah, the parts that talk about destruction, the parts that talk about punishment of entire nations, the parts that sound pretty darn frightening, if you ask me. There was once a TV evangelist who was nationally ridiculed for saying that Hurricane Katrina and other natural disasters were punishment from God. I'm not here to say that he was right. I'm here to say that no matter what we think, we simply don't know. What if destruction is God's way of trying to wake us up, trying to get our attention so we'll turn against our sinful ways? I think we'd be in a lot of trouble if we didn't at least recognize for at least a minute that God could do that if he so desired. Think back to 9/11. Think about how broken we were as a nation. Many of us thought the walls of our cities could never be torn down, but they were. And yet there was a unity among all of us as victims. Strangers were praying together. Crime was decreased exponentially and even non-existent in violent areas. Even our president at the time was given an approval rating of 86% after the attacks. Talk about being as united as this country ever gets. But then what happened? We as a nation slowly got our pride back. I realize national pride in and of itself is not a bad thing, but putting our hope, trust, and love into anything but God is always risky. Why? Because all of it, remember Ecclesiastes, all of it is fleeting. The only thing that lasts forever is God and our faith in Jesus. Have any of you read or heard of the book The Harbinger? It's fiction, but based on biblical prophecy, many of which are contained in Isaiah. Let me be clear, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or a doomsday prepper at all. In fact, I think it's silly to try to guess when the end of the world will be because the Bible says it'll be like a thief in the night, and no one will know when it's going to happen. But I think it would be foolish of us to not think about the end being near. Why? Because we are told that we need to be ready. That means that if tomorrow were the end, we would have no doubt that we would be one of the few, as the Bible says, the remnant, that gets to spend the rest of eternity with God and Jesus. Phew, that was deep and kind of dark, so I'm very sorry about that, but I'm trying to give a full view of everything that we're reading, and so it's not just the happy-go-lucky and the yay. There's a lot of darkness to go with it too, and I feel like we're kind of in the midst of that. So I do apologize if that was too heavy for you. Just carry on and go to the next one. Tomorrow is Isaiah 31 through 35. Happy reading.